All right, this is our first episode of Dumb Pitches with Monica Nevi. That's me. This episode, my guest is Alvin Williams, hilarious stand-up comedian, and you'll get to decide if, I don't know, Pokemon Go for humans on a dating app is a good idea. Would you rent sneakers? I don't know. These are really good, bad ideas. I'm here in the Third Wheel podcast studio in Seattle, and it's a good episode. You're really going to like it. So here we go. Dumb Pitches, guest Alvin Williams.
What a bunch of dumb pitches. Oh my goodness.
Welcome to Dumb Pitches, the show where we talk to successful people about their worst ideas. Very excited for this episode. It is brought to you by Beaston Athletic Performance. Do you need a personal trainer? You want sports-specific performance? Beaston Athletic Performance, perfect. If you're in Seattle, we can do it in person. If not, there are online services. There are also personalized workouts that Easton Johnson, the owner and certified personal trainer, will make for you. If you go to beastonathleticperformance.com, check it out. All right. I'm Monica Nevi, your host. I'm very excited for this episode. Please welcome my guest, Alvin Williams.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Monica.
Yay. Oh,
Yay.
Look at that. You got a full applause from the production team. It's very professional over here. I'm so excited to have you on. One of my favorite people, let alone one of my favorite comedians. Very, very funny. How have you been? You've been okay?
I have been more than okay. I have been fantastic and awakened and energetic and just all around good.
Good. That's fantastic. Well, this is a perfect time to talk about your bad ideas then. Right when you're riding high, we're here to bring you down.
Now it's time to bring you down a notch.
Right. Well, we worked together plenty of times. Alvin is also a stand-up comedian. He worked on a lot of cruise ships, but you've toured, you've been doing stand-up for a long time. You're good ideas. You are successful in stand-up, but also, let's see, you have 6 different albums, which you can get all together. It's called All of It, appropriately named. You also have a stand-up special on Amazon. It's called It's Gonna Get Better. It's Gonna Get Better. And a new podcast that I'm really enjoying. It's called Things I Don't Hate. And you actually interview quite a large spectrum of different people. So I really enjoy that, kind of hearing from not just comedians, I guess, but a lot of different types of people. So plenty of good ideas, obviously, very funny. And go watch the special because, first of all, I was there. I opened for him. So I know for a fact that it's good, but also I've seen it. So successful, good ideas. They're great. Anything else you want to add to prove yourself before we get into
No, this feels like, oh man, like this feels like we just starting to go up a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Like my past is like
just let me check it. You feel good about yourself right now, right? Okay, so I pitched it to you the same way I told everyone else. I said, we want your bad idea, your dumb pitches that were, it could have been anything, right? It could be a business idea, a show idea. Comedians are also, writers. So I don't know. You have a book that you thought was a good idea, but then it could be a date. I don't know, whatever. So what did you think of?
A few things, actually. A lot of it was just the bad ideas that I have that were business pitches that I don't think I've thought through enough, but they still feel like they're a good idea. But today, I guess we're going to prove it.
It'll be up to the audience whether they support these businesses or not.
I wanted to open up a sneaker rental shop.
Oh.
Where people are already like they take all these pictures on Instagram. You wear a pair of sneakers. You don't want to be seen in the same sneakers twice. Here's the deal. You don't want to buy these hype beast shoes for $1,000, but would you rent it to wear one night for $100 if the event was important enough?
Okay.
And
I like
you can take pictures with it. You can do whatever. I mean, once you have a picture of yourself with the shoes on, people think you have them anyway.
That's true.
So your clout goes up. You're on a date with a person who's significantly impressed by sneakers, which happens a lot in sneaker culture. It's worth the $100. I mean, it's something to think about. So if you had it to where I could come into the shop, rent the sneakers for say 24 to 48 hours. 48 hours would be 150. We'll give you a deal like they do for comics. And you return them, and it's kind of like rental cars where if we have to make marks for damage, we'll have to.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna ask first, was kind of what the damage.
Right. But here, I mean, yeah, what kind of damage? I mean, I'm assuming that there's some cleaning involved on our end, like that's
Right.
part of
Part of the overhead is cleaning.
yeah,
supplies.
we're restoring it per se for the next person, like bowling shoes.
Yeah.
And
You just spray
depending
the
on how many
inside
times they've been worn, the price will go down on you renting the sneaker for the next person that comes in. You'll get the Carfax, like how many times they've been worn. This is I don't know. I don't think it's a bad idea.
I don't
to
think
be
it's a bad
quite
idea
honest.
either, honestly. Okay.
Yeah.
What if, can you rent them just for a photo? Could you do like, here's $20,
Yes,
give me 15 minutes to take them outside?
Oh, 15 minutes to take them out, like
I
an
mean,
express?
Yeah,
an
kind of
express
thing. Like
rental?
maybe people just wanted to, I mean, I guess just to take a
Sure.
photo, but maybe a little
Yes. Are you
photo
kidding?
shoot type of
15
thing.
minutes? Yeah, you got that. 15 minutes, $1 a minute.
Oh, nice. That's
But
good.
you can have it for the day for $100. So
Yeah. We're making deals out here. This is good.
yeah.
That's actually not a bad idea. It reminds me of Rent a Swag from Parks and Rec, where he was like renting out clothes, which that's a thing, right? I mean, I don't know.
But these are just like sneakers. Like
Yeah.
the hardest part, I think, would be the inventory itself, like having to be able to acquire the sneakers themselves.
Yeah. Well, and that, I mean,
But I mean,
yeah.
some sneakers, they don't go out of style. The Jordan 11s don't go out of style.
right. I mean,
The
ones don't
Yeezy
go-
Boosts,
Yeah,
they don't go out of style.
absolutely.
In any of the Jordan 1s, that's where my head's at. But I was thinking more along the lines of people using it for dates, or you go on prom, or just like
prom,
you rent
yeah.
tuxes. I mean, people wear Jordans with tuxes. I just thought, why not?
Yeah, well, and that's a funny thing because that's not, you can, when I'm at like thrift shops or anything, it's very rare that you find sneakers, like I see
Mhm.
other types of shoes, or like maybe more of a dress shoe.
Mhm.
But yeah, you don't find a ton of sneakers. And if I do, I buy them immediately. But we also, both of us spend some time on different apps and eBay and stuff like that, trying to look for sneakers that sometimes are pre-owned or whatever, so that could be a way for you to get that inventory of looking for.
Right.
You're like, well, somebody's already worn this, but that's the whole idea of renting, is that somebody's already worn it.
And the only rule is you can't play the actual sport that the shoes were designed for.
Hey, you cannot
That
play
is
basketball
off
on these basketball shoes.
Limits, yes.
Which
please,
is funny
no.
because technically, I have 20 pairs of basketball shoes, but I only play in one,
Yeah.
And I would never play in the other one. But I'm also very picky about what I play in because of my old body. Gotta be able to fit my ankle braces in them. So. This is tough because I feel like this might be a good idea. Okay, so first question in the comments, what would you call it? First of all, let's talk about a name.
Ooh, sneaks on the sneak.
Sneaks on the sneak. We won't tell if you don't. Well, then that's tough because your marketing would kind of be like, oh yeah, you're going to take photos with them, tag us in it. But then if you were on a date or something, the girl would know that you, or that person would know.
Hey, I mean, who's gonna ever call you on, like, did you rent those sneakers?
Right. Because,
you know,
they're renting sneakers too, if this is an
Yeah.
option. And if anybody's paying close enough attention to your sneakers, then they know they're sneakerhead as well, probably. So.
Yeah. Well, like these influencers and stuff, like they don't care. They're not gonna wear them again anyway when they get stuff. So
Well, and that's the whole, this is perfect. It's what's behind all this influencer stuff is most of the stuff that they're promoting is given to them, or it's not like it's stuff that looks nice, but it's not like, oh, they paid thousands of dollars for it or whatever. You know, it's
Right.
because somebody asked them to maybe just take a photo. It's probably they don't even have it. So it
Yeah.
doesn't skew too far from what's happening anyways.
And that works with influencers because they don't even have to have somebody send it to them. Like they can rent it
Yeah.
and look like somebody sent it to them.
Uh-huh. That's great. Okay. So, sneaks on the sneak. Do you
Yes.
think do you think this is a bad idea or a good idea? Which I feel like I know how this is gonna go. And now I'm like a
loving
little
this show.
jealous because I'm like, how often am I on the sneakers app? I don't get the ones that I want, and I'm like, damn it. So then I immediately go to eBay, and I'm like, okay, they're double the price already or triple the
Yeah.
price. What if I could just rent that shoe?
Well, how often have you seen me buy the sneakers, put it on an Instagram story, and then I don't have anywhere to go? Like,
Just
there's been
walking
many
around the
pickups
house.
I've had where it's me, you, and Heather, and it's like sick,
Yeah.
sick,
That's it.
and then I lay down, like that's it. So I was just like, what if I could make money off of these shoes, you know, while they're in the closet?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That actually makes that I understand where the inspiration has come from now. That's good. All right. Do you think it's a good idea or a bad idea? All right. What else do you have? You said you had some other.
How about a dating app that acts as a QR code? You know how they have those business cards now where you can just take your phone and you do the QR and like instantly you have that person's business card
Yeah.
and it cuts down on them handing you a card and you having to go through the information like it's already in your phone. What if there was a dating app, you put all of your information in, like all of it, like, I mean, really personal, like your Facebook profile, everything that you have on there, like, and there's an algorithm that you instantly know by tapping somebody's phone whether you're compatible with them or not, so that you don't waste your time even talking to them.
This would be super helpful in like bar culture when it comes
And especially
back,
that's what I thought. Bars are always so loud, so it's like, yeah, there's Tinder and you know, Bumble or whatever, and it's like you can go in there and you can see, you know, there's people in there, but you have to do so much like research like right in the moment, you know, and swiping and all that stuff. Like, forget all of that. This takes all the judgment work out of it. And it's like, hey, I see you, you see me. Yeah, you're cute. You think I'm cute. Let's just tap phones.
Let's just check.
And if it says this isn't going to work out, like, how much time have both of us saved at this point?
Potential heartbreak too, you know? I mean, or you just wasted. This could have been, what if, I'm just adding to your idea here. What if it has an algorithm that's like tells you the probability of you guys working out or not, you know? Be like, we only have a 30% chance, let's not do this.
No, I think see, now you're messing with math. We're trying to take
you said algorithm first, okay? That's not
I did, but you don't, you know, there's like when you see like pictures and stuff, it doesn't say, hey, there's an 80% chance you're gonna like this. You know, it's just they
doesn't
just
tell
give it
you
to
that. I'm sure
Oh,
that
yeah,
it
well,
has.
they know what I want, you know. And here's another concept to it. I call it scavenger mode, to where you can drive past places, and because it you can drive past place and it says like there are people compatible with you in this area, you know, like kind of like a Pokemon Go meets Tinder. So it's like you can still search and like pursue, you know, but you know that there's somebody in there that's like probably a good match for you.
Just imagining guys just stopping their cars and going into like a beauty salon or something, you know, some weird store that they're just like, why are all these dudes standing outside of Curves right now? You know, like,
but the women,
with
like,
their
you can
phones
be
up.
like Lyft drivers. You can turn yours on and off when you want to be pursued.
Oh, look at that. A little safety.
Yeah, I am lonely.
Safety. Scavenger mode made me laugh. But that reminds me, this is what we used to call it, a sidewalk sale, which was at the end of the night at bars. If somebody hadn't picked somebody, then they just kind of stand on the sidewalk afterwards.
Oh yeah, the basketball players at University of Idaho, they wouldn't even go in the club. They would just wait outside the club at around 2 a.m. when people were coming out. They would stand next to their car and just wait.
That's
And I was jealous because I was like, that is brilliant because I have spent so much money in this bar. And they just came at the end. Like that's so smart.
That is smart. Well, then people
Sidewalk
would know
sale.
who they were.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so the scavenger mode is kind of like the sidewalk sale where
It is.
I mean, maybe not.
like
I guess they're not as desperate, but if it's on,
Because
then
what if you're going to the club with your boys and there's nobody in there that you'd be compatible with? That's a waste of your time.
yeah.
Drive to the next place.
That's good.
So I feel like that's a really important.
Or you
know,
just
if you're
drop your
just
friends
feeling-
off. You're like, you have better chance here. I'm gonna go over here.
Right.
Stand by the hot dog cart outside.
Yes.
And you guys.
How many times have you been out in a group of people and 3 of you all are having the best time and 2 of you all like, this is lame, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like this is so fun. It's like, no, it's fun because they're talking to you.
Yeah.
This mitigates that.
I just
You go here, I'll go there.
I love the idea of like finding out where yours would go off the most, you know? Like you'd be like, oh, I figure it's this bar that I like that I go to all the time, and then you're like, no, it's like the dinner
It's the
theater
Taco
over
Bell
here.
drive-thru.
It's the Taco Bell drive-thru. Yeah, it's a yoga class where all the old ladies are, so you know, like it's
Yeah.
it's water arobics. I don't know.
Find
what's
out a lot
happening.
of water aerobics. I would not go off there. I just know that for a fact.
People
Incompatible.
with bad joints trying to
12%
better
chance of drowning.
themselves don't. You'll have to wait outside still, but okay. I mean, I feel like there might be some, I don't know, some issues, some concerns, maybe. I don't know. But okay, so what all type of information are we putting?
Well, see, that's the
in
beauty
your
of all
tapped
of
code?
this. This is an algorithm based off the information you already have in the world. So
Okay,
between
so
your
it's
Facebook, your
pulling
TikTok,
your
your
information.
Instagram, yes,
Got it.
yes.
Okay.
And I mean, that's where we just have to find somebody who can make a compatibility algorithm that's powerful enough to pull those things and have significant success.
That's interesting. I feel like a lot of the dating apps almost don't want you to find someone because then you would stop using the app, right?
Ooh, I've never thought about that.
Look at this.
I've
here-
never thought about that.
Here
They
to
don't
change
really
your
want
reality.
us to work.
Right. Because then you would stop
Whoa.
using it, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I stopped using the apps probably about 2017. I stopped,
Oh, really?
and
Because you're on cruise ships with
that's kind of where this idea came into play. I'm like, there's got to be a better way, especially for people like me who are always traveling. You know, if I'm in town for 3 days, you know, I'm not going to spend 3 days looking for people. I'd like to hit the ground running and just kind of know.
Yeah,
you know?
especially if you don't know any of the places, you know, what type of, you know, where the younger people go or where the older people go or where, you know, whatever. And each establishment.
'cause you didn't know what to say for me because I'm right in the middle now. Like,
Or
yeah.
whatever you're feeling you're
know.
into at that point, Alvin. That's all. Well, in my head, I forget sometimes that I'm 30, and I was like, "Where are the younger people?" I was like, "No, well, not where I am." It's not.
Yeah, I'm
can't go to
I'm
the club
36, and I'm like, I'm in that, you know, 15 years up, 15 years down stage,
You're
like
like,
where I can, yeah.
which
I'm
is the
best of both
perfect
worlds.
time to use
Yeah.
this app. I feel like.
That's the only time. Can't use this at 22.
Could you? Would it still have like age range settings on it?
You know what? There's no age range on love. However, there's a minimum cap. Yes, you have to be 18 and up.
Okay.
High schoolers can't use it.
Okay,
They're still figuring themselves out.
that's well, yeah, and we don't.
That's just responsible.
Yes, I agree. I think that's a good. That's why I was just making sure. Do
Yes.
you have a name for this one?
Sneaks on the sneak.
It's just an umbrella company now.
No, I've never gotten this far before with this idea.
That's
So,
what we're here for. I'm
the name
actually
never.
picking people's bad ideas that I can steal. That's what it is.
I want something along the lines of how, you know, like it's just lunch, like one of those type of
Mhm.
things. So
Yeah.
it's like, we could do this. I don't know.
Oh,
We could,
that's good.
this might work.
This might work. I like that.
This might work.
This might work.
Yes.
That's good. Again, I'm telling you, this is. Is there a okay? So what happens once you've tapped? Do you get to?
I think we all know.
Tapping. More tapping happens. Do you swipe or anything, or are you, because what if you're interested in me and then we tap, but I'm like, I don't know if I'm actually interested in you kind of thing, or?
Once you tap, what it will do is it will check both of your calendars to see if there's a time where both of you all are available, and it's based on convenience, based on the peak hours that you actually do nothing in life. So it matches those up from you and that person so that it's not an inconvenience for when you hang out. If you're a night owl and you do everything at night and this other person's a morning person, then sometimes it's hard to find compatibility as far as here's a time where I am full of life and free and not doing anything else. So, you enter your calendars as well, and it finds a good meetup, and it picks a good place that both of you all like to go as your first date. I'm assuming you're setting this off in a club somewhere.
Right.
So
yeah.
that's why
it's
we're trying to streamline a lot of the planning, because a lot of people mess up this part, and things could have worked out if you had just had a better option for where you decided to meet up the first time. You're in the music, she's in the music, but you chose a concert in a bad area and your car got stolen, and like now I'm not into that person because I associate them with my car getting stolen.
That bad experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you associate the wrong bad experience. So yeah, I think if if you align your calendars, locations, here's my favorite locations, here's your favorite locations, mix them together, have a meetup date, nothing to think about. Here's when I'm free, here's when you're free.
Okay, so there's no swiping. It's not like
that's the thing. There is no swiping left or right.
The tapping in general would be the swiping, basically. Like if I want to tap my phone to yours, then that means I'm interested, kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. I would say so. Yeah. I don't know, like if you doing like the waiter for the check when you
you just pull it up.
Tap.
Like,
But I mean, you kind of have a decent idea, and sometimes actions are louder than words. So you just walk up.
There is less confusion there too. I mean, I think everybody's been in a situation where you're like, I can't tell who they're looking at, or if are they interested in me, or are they making fun of me, or are they talking to their friends because they don't like me, or they do, whatever.
But
which
never
one
know.
of the friends is, because you could be looking at someone because you're like wingmanning, and being like, okay, I'll go tell her that you like her, whatever. But if you're like, I'm tapping my phone directly to yours, it's you and me. Like, there's
wingman mode.
Wingman mode. There's another.
Yeah, I like that.
What is that?
That takes a lot of the rejection out of the picture. Give it to your friend. Your friend takes the phone over there. What does he have to lose?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Wingman mode.
Nice.
There is.
Can you airdrop?
There is a chance that people might hack it.
Oh.
And so that it goes off positive for anybody that they hand it to. But I mean, I don't know. By the time you walk over there with your phone and you give it to the other person, I mean, you've already shown some form of confidence, have you not?
Yeah. Well, and you're going. I mean, yeah, you're still showing.
Yeah.
I mean, most women at least like to see some sort of confidence and like taking advantage of the situation, seizing.
And let's be real, 30% compatibility is kind of hot.
It's a challenge at this point.
Sometimes you want to live dangerously.
Yeah. Or you're just like, knew it. You're making bets on how much.
And run off.
Oh, okay. It's what's it called again?
This might work.
This might work. Okay. Do we think that? Do we swipe right on this might work? Is right the good one? I don't know. I never played. It's not a game. I don't know why the description of it's Pokemon Go for dating apps made me laugh so hard. Like that's your sales pitch. It's like Pokemon Go but for dating.
Because yeah, it does. I mean, people don't like to feel like their life is that predictable, but to be quite honest, and you and I know this, we are. People
Yeah.
are quite predictable. That's how you and I are able to do our job on the road.
That is true. That makes sense.
Yeah. They don't like to think that they fit into archetypes, and they, like that Apple sells millions of computers to people telling them they're original and they're selling the same laptop.
Yeah.
It's like it's an idea. So if you can get past it, you really would find somebody who's really great for you. If you're like, no, but I want to find it on my own. Okay, scavenger hunt.
Yeah. Stop denying yourself happiness. Okay.
Yes.
This app. It's okay to be predictable. In fact, it's kind of nice. That's a good
Kobe
point.
Bryant said the key to being unpredictable is to first become predictable.
That is a good point as well. I mean, I like the idea of predictability being why we are good at our jobs, not to simplify it too much, but be like, I know what these people like.
I know what you have to.
I know.
How quick. I mean, how quick of a read do we have to make on an entire group of strangers? And we do it, and we don't even think about it. But that is a hell of a thing to be able to do.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah. Well, and obviously that's the part of the like, oh, it's a veteran thing to know how to adapt to a crowd. But it's like, well, yeah, it's because I've met people that are just like them somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I put them in. I have to put them in an archetype in order for me to get started. I'm like, okay, this will probably work. Well,
yeah, and then I'll provide a better show for you. So in the app, if we can categorize you and show your would be compatible, then we're giving you a better match. I think that's
How about instead of this might work, how about a good start?
A good start is nice also.
It's very pleasant. A good start.
Maybe that's like the categories of when you like compatibility. You're like, this is a good start. And they're like, this might work.
But what setting is now? You know damn well.
yeah, you better turn around. It's just a picture of your mom comes up and she's like, no.
I done told you about them.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, first of all, I feel like this is a struggle now for the audience because you did a good job at least pitching it. I feel like, both of those are pretty good, even if a business person may be like, yeah, I don't know if we can do that. But I believe you. So
hey, who thought Tinder was possible 15 years ago?
Yeah. No one, maybe.
Except the Grindr people. They knew.
Oh, they're always ahead of the game.
Yeah, they knew.
I'm sure there's already a gay version of
like, cute.
It might work. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, so in the comments, you let us know if you would utilize both of these or either one, or maybe you wouldn't. I don't know.
Oh, I'm bundling those for sure. Like if those businesses can't go together.
Yeah. Yeah, that's well, at least advertise Sneaking the Sneaks on the It Might Work app, or It's Gonna Work. What is it called? I don't remember. We changed it.
Yeah, I would advertise Sneaks on the Sneaks on A Good Start.
Yeah, there we go. Because you'd be like, now you're compatible. Do you need shoes for this date?
Do you need shoes for this?
Yes.
Sneakerheads know what's up.
I think that's, oh yeah, of course. I think these are great ideas, honestly, but that's just my personal opinion. So you guys are welcome to judge them more harshly, maybe. If you love Alvin, as we all do, where can they find you? Where would follow you and your website and all that stuff?
Sure. My website is Alvin Williams. Oh, what'd you say?
It just sounded like you were like, okay, I'll allow that. Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. My website is alvinwilliamscomedy.com if you want to check out my comedy. My new podcast has its own website, which is thingsidon'thate.com, which is still under alvinwilliamscomedy.com. But find me there. And my special, It's Gonna Get Better, is still on Amazon Prime. So check that out too.
Perfect. And we will link all of those things in the description of the video as well. So you guys, people like to just click, obviously.
Yes.
Just tap. So you guys can find it. And this was such a fun episode. Thank you so much for coming on. Thanks to our sponsor, Beaston Athletic Performance. Check them out and find all of Alvin's stuff. We're going to keep doing episodes. I'm so excited. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you comment so we know how to tweak these business ideas to be perfect. And keep watching Dumb Pitches.
You're weird.
Yes.